And that's how I feel. I don't believe that they want equality. I believe it's just that they want to be able to exercise the freedom to move about without consequences, especially when it comes to the realm of physicality.
Let me explain.
Do you think that if a woman smacks a guy that he should turn around and belt her across the mouth?
If you are in this utopian society where you are treating everyone equally, then that would be a situation that would occur. Now,
it's always, well, if. Never, no. Never, there is no reason for a woman to put her hands on a man. It's always just nonsense all the time.
Is that equality? No, because the man might be stronger than the woman.
No, that's still equality. Listen, weaker men attack stronger men, which happens all the time. Nobody bats an eye if the stronger man beats up the weaker man. So how is it that you can logically say, because women are weaker, they then deserve the privilege of being able to hit men without men hitting them back? If the woman's hitting him at full strength, for instance, and he hits her back at full strength, that would be equality.
I mean, I don't condone violence like that. Is it equal? No, there is a difference in strength there.
There's a difference in strength between every human being on planet Earth. So no matter what, there's always going to be somebody in the fight who's stronger than the other person. We don't say that you can't defend yourself because the other person is weaker. So if you really want equality and you want to know what that entails, women have to get screamed at by their bosses, just like men do. And they can't complain about it and whine and cry about it. It means they're going to have to deal with coarse jokes and things like this, just like men do. And they can't cry about it. They can't whine about it. True equality, I don't even think that women want it. I don't believe.
Damn it. See, I was hoping that she wasn't a single mom. I just figured that there was a man in the home. I guess because she's white. I know that sounds bad, but I'm feeling for her now. I'm feeling for her now because them boys be different when it comes to their mama. Them boys, they need a father. They need a father. Girl, where these boys daddy at? Where these boys daddy at? F that. You know you could take this little mother sucker, so why don't you? Why don't you tackle his ass down to the ground, hold his face on the concrete with his hands behind his back like the criminal he is, until he straightens his ass up.
What happened to I'm bigger than him, I'm stronger than him? What happened to don't do that because you're bigger than them? When it's a man, oh well, I should be able to hit the man, but he shouldn't hit me back because he's bigger than me and stronger than me. But when it's a child, that goes out the window. In this example, there is no I need to restrain myself because I know I'm bigger than them. I know I'm stronger than them. It's just all hands on deck. Do whatever you got to do to make sure that this child or these children, it was a video, she did said her 5 and 7-year-old were beating on her and calling her physical and verbal AB. That was the premise of the video. But the response, i.e. this individual right here, is everything's out the window. Handle that. Make sure that they know they can't do that. But when it's a man, oh, well, he should not do it because he knows he's bigger than her. He knows he's stronger than her. Then all of a sudden the bone density and musculature comes into effect. But that does not apply to the kids because you push them out. So if you're not related to them, can't do it. But if you are related to them and they're smaller than you, then you can do it. I got you. Like you said, it's not about equality. It's about doing what you want and not have to worry or suffer the consequences of your behavior. But when it's kids, oh, they need to suffer.
All this gentle parenting shit, this is what it gets you. Crying to the internet, asking for answers, for all of us to judge you and tell you to whoop that ass. I ain't gentle with nothing when it comes to my kids because them mother suckers ain't gentle with me or their daddy. They're not gentle with the way they want to spend all our money. They're not gentle with the way they jumping on my couch, tearing and ripping holes in every goddamn thing. They're not gentle.
Because that's how I feel.
With all due respect,
I am in no way, shape, or form condoning, endorsing, encouraging DV, AB. That's not what this is about. I'm speaking on the contradictions that come from we're together, but we're not related by blood. But over here, I birthed you, and the rules that apply over here don't apply over here. I brought you to this world. I can take you out. It's not about equality. It's literally, I want to be able to do what I want to do and not suffer the consequences. And it's funny when you talk about or see above and beyond discipline of children, it's leaps and bounds women talking like this as opposed to men talking about this when it comes to dealing with and disciplining their children. I'm not saying that there aren't males who talk like this. I'm just saying when you see it online on the various platforms and you see the AB that's put on there to embarrass the kids, it's always females. And if you could say, oh, well, because the fathers ain't there. But when the father is there, most of them don't act like that. So why is it that when the fathers aren't there, the perceived mimicry of, well, this is how a man would do it, is not reflected? You don't see a lot of videos with fathers talking like this when it comes to disciplining their children. I mean, most of the time they had one video where, I'm gonna try and put in here, where the kid was with their mother, the little boy was with their mother. He didn't want to go to bed. It was a video with a mother filming her son being just, he didn't want to go to bed. He wanted to be up. He didn't want to take a nap or something like that. And she couldn't get him to get in the bed and take a nap or go to sleep, whatever it was. The father walked into the room and he said, cut it, get in the bed. And the kid, all that tear, crying, and the face disappeared, and he got into bed. The women predominantly said, oh, well, that's abuse. If you have children who are raised by their mother and that's it, and they get beat with extension cords, they get beat with all types of tools, but yet and still, there's still the behavior that the mother is trying to exercise out of the child. Who's committing abuse? If you can walk in a room and get compliance, but you can break out the extension cords and sticks and all these other tools, and they don't respond with the same get in line, who's committing abuse? Most of the time it's like you say, oh, it's now what you say is how you say. Yes, most of the time you can get compliance, men can get compliance basically by how they talk, more specifically what they say, and the expression on their face. But that's abuse. You can walk in the room and say, cut it. Kid gets in the bed. That's abuse. Women, y'all are not good copies, and what you copy, what you feel you're copying, is not what it actually is.
My suggestion is they keep whooping your ass. Is they keep whooping your ass because you just pissed me off. Oh, it's awful to them. But it's not awful that they're blackening your eyes, headbutting you, punching you in the cheek. What? That's not awful? Girl, you sound stupid. Because what's awful is the way they treat you. But how can you correlate the two?
Isn't that verbal abuse, emotional abuse? If she sees this.
Whooping them and them literally beating your ass 7 days a week. How is this awful, but this not? Make it make sense. They're not gonna stop whooping your ass. Your mentality is, I'm not gonna shit about shit. So, whoop my ass. Okay? You ain't got a Tina Turner bone in your body. Not one. Might as well be running around calling your kids Ike at this point.
My advice to you, Mama, is that you better nip this in the bud before these kids that are 5 and 7 are 13 and 16. And they're 6'2". And you're still your little old self. I think a lot of us want so badly to not be the parents we had or the teachers that we had that we become permissive. Not gentle parenting, but permissive parenting. Now in her video,
they got a whole nother. I've heard of gentle parenting. Now it's permit. And remember, all of this is to say, well, my parents did this with me, so I'm going to go to the other end of the spectrum with them, with no proof of the outcomes of going this other end. Gentle parenting and permissive parenting. Find middle ground. Jesus H. Christ. Outright abuse, bad. We got that. But this other side, going complete 180 is stupid.
she states that she's taken away electronics. She has done what she thought she needed to do in order for their behavior to change. But honey, there is no reason why your kids are beating you up and have you crying on your bathroom floor. A lot of parents and a lot of teachers have been talking about how violent kids have gotten in the past few years. But honey, a child...
I think that's mostly because they're raised by single mothers. That's just me personally.
Being violent is extreme, and it does warrant extreme consequences. And I'm not even saying, I've looked under your comments, a lot of people are saying, get the belt, get the spoon, get the chancla, all of that stuff. If you're not comfortable doing that, then don't do that.
You see, women are like extreme violence. You see, I'm willing to say a super majority females, extreme violence with 5 and 7-year-olds.
But you're going to have to do something to nip it in the bud. Sometimes that old school is going to be the only thing that helps.
If you smacking them back the same way they smack you back is so awful, then you deserve to keep getting your ass smacked. Because just like women who are in relationships that they need to get out of, okay, where they getting slapped up and all kind of stuff. If you choose to stay in that situation, it's not going to change. You need to make the first move. You need to step up and let these kids know who has the power in this household. And you giving them everything that they want is not helping. Strip their rooms bare, give them just a mattress and a blanket to sleep on. They don't even get a damn TV. Strip them kids bare. And when they put their hands on you, put your hands on them back.
Isn't that abuse? Isn't that psychological abuse? Isn't that POW abuse? Or the verge of POW abuse, at least? When it's men doing it to women, there is no justification. There is no reason to. He needs to walk away. He should never. But when it's kids and a woman, all of that goes out the window. All of that goes out the window. It's crazy to me. I think that's why we got a lot of monsters out here.
Kick to the chest, slap to the face, and punch to the jaw.
Now, I'm not laughing at her, but the wheels are spinning. And I'm like, there's got to be either a very nefarious reasoning behind what she's doing in this video, or she's doing a PSA, and I have not figured out which one it is. I'm gonna do a video on that. Anyway, consider liking, subscribing, commenting, or sharing.
Anyway, you take care. Still love you. Even though you're a rotten pill.
Yeah.
Still love you. Take
Thank
care.
you.